It's
I mean, I'm going to be the embodiment of what a hot girl summer is intended to be this summer. So that's all I'm saying. I will shave my chest for the first time in my life so I can take nice beach pictures.
Oh,
I
that's
have
cool.
abs. They just cannot show because I'm a hairy motherfucker. You know what Keon's back looks like? That's what my front looks like.
I haven't seen Keon's back. I've seen your front
It's
though.
yeah, you've seen my front.
Yeah.
It's very hairy, dog.
Yeah,
Like
you're a very hairy person.
I have abs, but if I shave, you can see them. If I don't shave, all you see is hair. So
Yeah.
also, super side note, I think I mentioned this guy before. I bought Sierra the Lapras like inflatable like 15-foot thing last year as a present.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember that?
but we broke up before I shipped
Did
it.
they come to you? Oh yeah.
It's a me. So
I need a calendar. I need a calendar. The Lapras.
so I hope you guys are ready for some fucking TikTok memes of the Lapras.
Dude.
Like I'm gonna get one of those like the Jason Klasinski like beach volley like
Yes.
inflatable. And I'm gonna take that bitch to the beach
I
and
like
I'm gonna put
it.
that Lapras up and do some shit where like I said them.
That is dope. Yo, what up, guys? Welcome to Faded Town, number one Pokemon podcast in the world. These are facts. Look them up in a book. Google them. Pokestat them. Dino data. Go to your
It's
local
Trainer Hill
library.
now, as of today.
It's Trainer Hill. I was fucking.
As of today.
I told you guys. I told you he was gonna.
I can't. I couldn't leak. I couldn't leak.
I told you.
I couldn't leak.
Anyways, my predictions
But
on
now it's official as of today, so check it out.
Trainer Hill. That's a fucking dope name.
So the idea behind Trainer Hill, I'll touch on it. The idea behind Trainer Hill is that Brad and I, we talk pretty frequently. I'm kind of like, not like a silent partner, but just like the
Sure.
background guy on this entire project. So if you look at the Trainer Hill interface, it's going to be it's a lot cleaner, where we have tournament analysis, deck list analysis, meta analysis, all the stuff you're used to. But we're going to have, because you have all the data we're used to, but the idea of Trainer Hill, or like the trainer of the hill, is like, you know how like, there's like a king of the hill kind of thing. There's going to be a weekly like trainer of the hill who earned the most points, like Dino Data or like Trainer Hill points, and then the guy who played the most games to honor both people, kind of like a weekly recurring thing, as well as like weekly stats that come through. So it'll be easier for either content creators or just players to kind of have a idea of where the meta is shifting and how things are shifting.
I like it. I like the name. I like the concept. Can be fun. A little more interaction with the community is kind of dope.
I have some more ideas for the trainer on the hill, or like the king of the hill mechanic, but that is going to probably need a good graphic designer and some ideas coming up. So I'll talk to you about that later, maybe, Zach.
All right. I'm not a great graphic designer, but we can figure something out. Anyways, make sure you like, subscribe, send this to your grandma. Older ladies like us, I know it. Can you doubt? Look at Bradner's face. Like, come on. You know, grandma wants to grab those cheeks. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Anyways, we're here. If first time watching, basically we break down everything Pokemon that happened this week. And then we just talk about whatever we want to talk about. And yeah, it's pretty uncensored. We don't really cut out anything we don't want to talk about. So if that bothers you, I'm sorry. But not sorry. But like, okay. Anyways, competitive wise, I guess there's a bunch of Mewtwo happening. Is that what I'm hearing here? I'm not super.
Yep.
Has anyone started Player Cup 4 yet? Other than Rule?
My exams are next Thursday, so after that I'm gonna be streaming and playing them. So just grinding for those, getting ready for those. But then I'll be
playing like 10 keys, 15 keys a day, basically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be with him.
It ends like the 28th or something. So
26th at 2.
26th. Okay, yeah. So I'll have some time. I'll have like 6 days.
Yeah,
Easy.
Yeah. I still have to get to the back half of my keys, but I've been a little bit busy with work this week, and school starts up again for me on Monday. So I'm a little bit just trying to get my schedule together so I can kind of be ready to.
You're doing summer classes? Yeah.
I have to take 2 summer classes to basically, like, I've taken these classes in a different capacity and they're called something different. But for the master's program that I'm enrolling in, they want them to be this specific title.
Okay.
Or like this specific class, because the credit doesn't like quote unquote transfer over or whatever. It's really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But I'm just taking basically like 2 like very, not introductory, but like 300 level classes so they shouldn't be difficult, and they're both math classes. So math is math, and so these concepts should transfer. So I'm not worried. It's just a 6-week course, so it's going to be a little bit quicker than I'm used to.
All right. Yeah. That's usually
so just yeah. So I was just getting my schedule in order a little bit because I just came back from vacation and I have a little bit of a speedy schedule coming up.
Yeah, I don't know. When I took summer classes, I kind of liked them because
I prefer 6-week. I think for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of info very quickly, but I feel there's a lot less bullshit. You're just going. It's like, all right,
a lot less assignments, a lot more focus on exams, which is usually where I'm good at anyway. So
yeah, it's nice. But yeah. Other than that, I think we got Mewtwo. Well, Mewtwo. You think Mewtwo ever dies out because people just stop?
not until rotation.
Not until rotation. Okay.
He's just like one of those really, really versatile cards that can kind of splash into anything as we're seeing right now. Like there's a Grass Mewtwo deck, like a Rillaboom Mewtwo. There's Mewtwo being paired with Rapid Strike, which is crazy. There's a straight Mewtwo.
The psychic, the straight psychic Mewtwo's been played a lot recently.
The straight psychic Mewtwo.
Obviously, there's Pikarom.
What is the straight psychic one?
It's
like you use Jirachi and use Star Search, and then there's like Tag Switch as your form of healing. There's Tag Switch and Mao and Lana, so you can like move between Mewtwo's and different attackers, and you would kind of attack with those.
Okay.
And that's the goal.
I forgot about the Jirachi because I was like, how are we getting the energies here?
There's like a lot of like, it's just like a slower version that it has a lot more options in terms of attackers. You're not like a welder version kind of a deck, but you kind of like your best GX attack or like the most used is Horror House. And then you kind of pivot into what you need to do from there.
Yeah, that one basically searches for an it's basically a free attachment, right? Because you Horror House, they can't do anything, and then you attach again, and you get to attack. Sorry to interrupt your whole.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you can Poltergeist, and then from there you can start chaining your Marnies into Night Watch. So that's pretty much the strategy of the deck. And then you have like follow-up attacks, like either you can use Reshizard for Outrage, Flare Strike, or you have Tina Chomp to just clean up. There's just, and then you can play Greninja GX as well if you need to deal with like. Decidueye and stuff like that. So
I actually think that those matchups are pretty easy for the deck in general, so I don't think the deck really needs Greninja because you have 4 Horror Energy and you can kind of stack them on one Mewtwo, and you have Mao and Lana and like they're attacking you, and then you can also GG End, which just kills 2 of the Decidueyes, right? So you have a lot of ability to clean up their board, and Horror Energy puts a ton of pressure on them if they try to attack. So I actually think the deck is a pretty decent matchup even without Decidueye, without Greninja, but yeah, it can be teched for a variety of things.
So a slight caveat: the Decidueye deck that I really like is the one with the Alolan Persian GX, because that just absolutely 100 zeros. It absolutely 100 zeros this matchup because you can't attack into it.
So bad.
What's that Alolan Persian do?
No Ultra Beast, no special energies.
Special energy, yeah. There's a lot of other things too, but that's the biggest one for this matchup.
That's pretty cool.
I don't remember who did this. It's on they posted on Twitter. I really apologize for forgetting your name right now. But the deck was really cool. I saw the concept. I haven't played too much with it because I'm not a Decidueye player myself. But I thought the idea was pretty cool.
I'm a Decidueye player, but I'm probably not. I don't know. I'd like to see the diversity. I like to see the growth of the meta. It's nice to see like people building new decks and stuff and trying to beat stuff that was good. For a while, I think we were just playing to play, so it's nice to see some development. And I think a lot of people are just getting excited because things are opening up, and I think we could get announcements on like regionals anytime. Like, I would not be surprised if tomorrow there was an announcement that's like, "Oh, we're gonna start regionals in August." You know, it wouldn't surprise me. Like that. Yeah. So it's kind of exciting. We'll see what happens there. Other than that, just keep playing what you're comfortable for Player Cup 4, right? We're in 4 now? Yeah. And try to get those points. I see a lot of people are getting a lot of points.
This one's I think going to be higher for sure.
Yeah. I think that's kind of crazy. I don't really understand why.
Yeah, but I was looking at
people
like 130s and stuff.
Like there's been so many people posting on Twitter like, oh yeah, got one, like, got 130, got like 150, like, or not 150, that's crazy, but they like get around 130. I've seen a lot of people post that, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like, I mean, I don't think the average is going to be much higher. I think it'll be around the same average, but there's been a lot of people that have spiked more. So
Yeah, when I was looking on Twitter, I was like, man, I don't have a chance.
I think the general number is going to be a little bit higher, if not like maybe like because each time it's gone up a little bit. So I think this time it'll probably be like closer to like 95 plus, a little bit somewhere in there. Just because I think more people are playing. The format is a little bit different, so it brought back a couple of people. And I think between Players Cup 2 to 4, a lot of people have been like building their accounts as well. And also this is like summer-ish time, so some people have more time on their hands as well.
That's true. That's true.
So it's like a weird turn in seasons. I assume there probably will be a Players Cup 5 almost certainly, but on the off chance that there probably isn't, the announcement we could probably expect is like events coming back.
Yeah, that's what.
Some events, yeah.
I've seen some, not some, but like most stores actually starting up locals again.
Yeah.
For example, when I was in Florida, I know a lot of stores had their locals going. For example, for Digimon specifically, my locals are starting up again first week of June. They'll be having in-person locals on Wednesdays. Mask required, vaccination card required. Simple as that. You can play.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? I don't think that there's any chance we get just the regionals announced out of a blue. They might just announce Cups back, but they will definitely ease us into it. I'm pretty confident. I don't think that they'll just go.
They'll just smack us right in the face with a fucking 15 regional list, 4 IC lists, and say, "Get in there, boys."
What's wrong with that? I don't think there's anything wrong with
that. They'd have to region lock it or something for the time being, because keep in mind the rest of the world's not doing hot.
That's fine. I'm fine with that too.
Right, relax.
Pedro and Nico can stay home. Keep the asses out of my regionals.
Get them dirty Europeans out of this. America, baby. America, baby.
I didn't say that, but yeah.
If you watch this, you're not welcome.
Yeah. But we had a lot of leaks this week, or at least a lot of scans.
Yeah, a ton.
The only thing I really looked at, I mean, I'm sure Bradner's looking at everything right now, but I seen the Smeagol or Smurgle fucking deck. And that looks good. That doesn't look good. You did 300 for a DC.
Dude, do you understand how bad Baby Blounds is when the card does 50 times? Do you understand how bad this card is going to be when it does 30 times?
You don't have to discard it, right? You get to keep them in your hand. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think that.
Yeah, you do. It's
you can just keep doing it. You can just keep doing it.
I don't think
doing it. How are you getting that energy in it? All right, I'll reveal.
You don't have to get the energy again. They're still in your hand.
I'll reveal my 12 energy and do 360 damage, and then your opponent's like, let me not play this Marnie in my hand that will put your 12 energy that are for some reason in your deck and somehow in your hand on the bottom of your deck, and then you'll just draw them all next turn. Look at that.
It had a lot of tools. It had the one Elder Ghost that got 2 energies.
It has zero tools.
If you have like 3 Elder Gosses, that's 6 energies free.
Zach, I love you.
Come on,
but this one's. Put this one in the grave, buddy.
No, that's
dude, you have Gordy too, Zach. You can play Gordy.
I know. I've seen the Gordy.
If you ever catch me playing Gordy, you can just kick me right.
That card looks so bad. It looks so bad.
Like, just swiftly in like the nuts.
I'm like for a supporter.
Call me Lance Armstrong because you just fucking take one of my nuts.
Don't we have like Spinner? Like, there's a lot of options.
Spinner's gone.
Do we have anything that searches energy?
Energy search.
We have energy search? Alright. Well, the Elder Goss could get you 6 energies. Technically, it could get you 8 if you have 4 of them.
Yes,
yeah, sure. You can play 4 scoop up. What the fuck are you drawing cards with, buddy?
What are you talking about, dude? I got this. 20 energies, 20 Pokemon. We're in there.
I think that the new Morpeko is kind of cool. It's really bad, but it is a little bit cool. It's like a new Spiritomb, kind of. But I mean, that's it. But it is a little bit cool.
What's it do?
It's okay.
Spiritomb's attack.
Oh, that's all?
But it's only got 50 HP. Like, isn't that lame? And it doesn't have Building Spite. But it's a single strike Pokemon, and Houndoom puts 2 damage when it attaches an energy to single strike Pokemon. So that is kind of cool. I'll give it that. But it's bad. Because it's too little HP.
And it doesn't have Building Spite. So.
And then, yeah, exactly that. I mean, that's the bigger part. I mean, Building Spite is just insane, right? So having Building Spite is pretty bad. I mean, I don't know if we talked about last week, the supporter that searches for 3Vs. I think that card's really overhyped. I don't think that card's very good. I just think it's bad. But
no, I don't know. It's like, no.
It's so slow. Like, you're gonna search for 3Vs. First of all, you don't need 3Vs. Like, who needs 3V Pokemon?
Exactly.
And then
do they go to your hand?
Yeah.
That's not
Because
horrible.
VMAX also count.
Oh, it's pretty bad.
You can
I
get
mean,
you can get a Dedenne. Oh
So
no.
my-
What? Okay,
have to
hold
get-
on.
You
Hold
can,
on.
you can get a Crobat. You can get a Crobat.
Yeah,
So
you
what
can't get that.
the realistic practical use of that card is simply like grabbing like now that Umbreon VMAX is revealed, you could use get Umbreon VMAX and guarantee a catcher effect at the very least.
That's fair. That's true. And dude, that's not too bad. If you get the catcher effect with the Crobat, that card's not horrible.
Yeah, so late game it could do.
I'm just gonna research and get that plus more. The only way that the
you're
only
missing,
deck that
dude. I know you.
I don't miss, bro. What in the world? Are you kidding? I never miss.
It's gonna come down to
What
like
do you
how easily you can incorporate it in because right we have the best in slot supporters, boss, money, research anyway, so those are gonna eat up.
Format.
Yeah, those three cards will eat up almost all the slots, and with quick ball in the format as well. Like, there's no reason not to play those. Like some combination of those cards. Either like 13 to 16 copies. Calm is gone.
Yeah, okay, I thought.
And what is Marnie rotating?
No, it was in
Okay,
the
okay, I seen the reprints. The reprints are pretty trash then, right? Because even Judge isn't great if you have Marnie, right?
Judge is bad, yeah.
Yeah,
I think.
if you have
Judge is
Marnie.
bad.
Yeah, so
Mario's just strictly better. Mario's
Yeah.
just strictly better than both Judge and Shauna.
yeah,
It's not like strictly better, but it is pretty much just better.
yeah.
So, there are some like weird cards that interact with your prize cards, but those are all pretty bad. So
Oh yeah, there's that ball. That was pretty bad, right? I don't know. Like, I think the biggest thing is there's not like a stage 2 Pokemon that goes like, this is broken and I want it. Yeah, what do I really want?
Like you win the game, but there's no stage 2 Pokemon. So why am I putting these balls in my deck? And why am I hoping they're prized? And then what stage 2 is in my deck too? That's just so many awful cards.
Like you can play the Mr. Mime combo to do it, but like, what am I getting?
I don't think that card's right.
Mr. Mime combo in your deck.
I mean, if it won you the game, if you got some stage 2 that was good, I would do it.
I can get behind that, Zach.
I agree. Sylvia. So the two VMAXs from the evolutions that we have not seen yet are Sylveon VMAX and Leafeon VMAX. So Sylveon does seem to be centered around the whole prize card mechanic. So we'll see if there's any.
Did you they haven't showed them at all?
They haven't shown them at all.
Okay. Did Flareon get showed to this week?
Because Dream Ball and stuff. Flareon, all of the other VMAXs are pretty lackluster besides
what was Flareon? I'd seen it, but I didn't read it.
Flareon's old type version. It's 100.
Oh yeah, you told me.
Yeah,
no,
we did this last week. Yeah.
Okay, and they didn't announce any of that more VMAXs yet.
No. Well, no, they haven't.
That's weird. Okay.
I assume every single one gets one.
Yeah, I would assume.
Because it'd be weird if like Glaceon got one and Leafeon did not.
Yeah.
Because every time I think.
Cuter though.
Huh?
Glaceon is cuter, so.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
if it's cute, it doesn't get a VMAX.
That's how I'd choose what Pokemon got cards if I was in Pokemon. I just give the cute ones more cards.
Thank God this man.
That's usually how that works. That's why there's so many. What is that stupid Pokemon that Gardevoir always gets a good card? Yeah.
Oh wait, we never talked about that Zork. That Zork's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I remember you saying something about that Zork. Is that Zork cool? I read it. I was like, what's the point of this card?
Oh, I can't wait for expanded. You guys are fucked.
It's not that good.
No, it's
but
broken. I'm going to be the king at expanded again. It's
okay, but it's not that good.
What makes
But
it
Go
it's
good?
get
okay.
your Oreos. Go get your Spirit Tombs, idiots.
What does it do? Wait, Nate, tell me exactly what it does again, because I remember reading it and going,
I got it.
Discard the card.
Basically, you
Everything
switch
attached to it.
a stage 1 with 1 in your discard pile. So like the Zork says like you know Ditto V.
yeah.
It's that, but for stage 1. So you put it in the discard and you get a stage 1 back.
Yeah, and if Zork
From the
has like
discard pile?
Zorua,
Yeah.
Okay, that's not horrible. Oh my
if it has like Zorua or something under it, I feel like it'd be very good in a
In what?
if you have like in like a single strike toolbox style deck, then you can just kind of use it. Like I think single strike is going to be very strong. Yes, I understand there's no way to stop bench hitters, but I still think single strike as an archetype is going to be very strong with all the stuff they've given.
You can silent lab them. Sorry, continue. You can silent lab you and stuff.
No, I'm saying there's no way to protect your bench.
He's talking about
Standard.
standard.
Yep. Next format.
Okay, got it.
So I think single strike is going to be very good, especially because we've gotten confirmation that Houndoom can grab any of the energies. So we have 8 potential options. Houndoom is insane. A lot of the single strike attackers seem really good for type advantages across the board. So having something like Zor that can fetch you those stage 1 seems very strong.
Yeah.
I think that the card is only ever good because it can save you like 1 slot in Zoroark decks. I don't think the card actually ever gets played outside of some deck that is Zoro-centric, like a Zoroark main attacker, because I think that's too many slots to put in your deck to put the Zoroark in your deck when you can just play the stage 1 anyways, right? Your deck has to have 2 stage 1s you want to get out, and then you also need to play the Zoroark line in your deck, which is just too much to fit in one deck, especially in Expanded when there's so many good cards. But maybe you're playing a deck with 4/4 Zoroark, you play this guy. Yeah, I know bees. It is really cool for bees, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe you have like
so many cool stage 1s you get to slot in, actually.
You have like this 4/4 Zoroark, and then you play 1 Muck and 1 of this guy, and then you never get out Ditto, and you just evolve your Zoroark and you flip it into Muck, right? That's like the coolest thing that I thought of. That would be it's kind of like a Ditto in that sense, right? Yeah. But it's a stage 1. So that's where I think it'll actually see play, because otherwise, even though it is really, really cool in theory, it's a really, really cool card design. Expanded is just so fast that we don't really have the room for all of the crazy stuff that you could potentially do with the Zoroark. Whenever you're losing on turn 3, all your cool stage 1s and your flexibility isn't going to matter. So that's why I think that the card is an insanely cool card design, but the game is a little bit fast right now for it to be used to its full potential, other than maybe, it saves you 1 slot in a deck or something.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And it is cool. It is. I agree. It is really, really cool in bees. That was one of the first things that I thought of at first when I saw it.
I have so many ideas. Like evolutions can be slotted back in. You don't have to dedicate spots to EV specifically, or you can play like a 1/4 EV line, or like a 2/6 or like a 3/6 EV line. I don't fucking know, man. Like you can just play like weird counts of stuff because you have options.
I like it. Now that I understand the card a lot better, it's actually there's a lot of crazy stuff you can do in single attacking decks. Anything else dropped this week?
I feel like there was some other card. I was looking for the scans right now, but I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't see anything either. Big news, however, though, in terms of product, Targets and Walmarts will no longer be carrying in-stock product. They're citing that an employee got a gun pulled on them at Target. Which I think is like, it's going to be I think it's similarly a cop-out. I understand like employee things and stuff, but it's going to continue, like things are going to continue to be like, they're still getting the product. Like Target and Walmart are still getting the product. But
they're selling it online, right? That's it.
Yeah, they're going to sell it online, so bots are going to have a much easier time to do stuff. But in that same vein, in Japan, they opened EV Heroes on their Pokemon Center website, and most people are limited to, like the way the Pokemon Center Japan works is it's 1 box per address, but bots destroyed the website in like minutes because it's EV Heroes.
Yeah.
So Japan, or Creatures specifically, announced an apology, like a formal apology as to what happened, and then they are doing a lottery style system to give people a chance to buy it, and they're going to, like, they cleaned all orders, like all orders got wiped basically, and they're doing like a lottery style, those who are unable to pre-order can fill out an application from May 14th to May 18th, and if yours is chosen by random draw, you'll get an email to get the ability to purchase.
Yeah.
So
it's like the new egg thing.
And they're also saying that the newer products that are going to be lotteried will not be at physical centers, and the product pages are gone forever on the website as well. So eventually they said they're going to try to get them back to physical stores, but not for the time being, which kind of sucks because Japan does have their nationals coming up. So some of these cards are really good, like the Inteleon VMAX Battle, like high class deck has some really good cards in there that I think are worth getting. And the Evolution set is like worth getting as well because of Umbreon and stuff like that, obviously. So things do change in like a slightly weird way.
It's tough
with that dynamic.
It's all crazy. People are wild, dude. I don't know. The whole gun pulling thing. Come on. Like, why are we even like? It's Pokemon cards.
This is not our community.
Yeah.
These are not our people.
No. I know it's not ours. This
I've spent a good bit of time on TikTok and on the other sites and seeing like these content creators grow that tout like that are coming from other games just simply because of the hype behind Pokemon and like
Yeah.
what the attraction is behind pack opening and stuff like that. And like when you're the guy like buying like 30 boxes to like sell like immediately, or like you are part of the problem. Like you're not part of the solution. Like it's kind of sucks, but you're.
There's this guy on TikTok. I swear he's live 24/7, and all he does is rip it. Like he cuts packs in half. That's all he does, and I'm like, and people eat that shit up. I'm like, this is insane. I'm like,
It's right now what the game is like, or not the game specifically, but like the people involved are not our people, and like a lot of the competitive players. Besides like Azul, Pablo, like some of these guys that have been consistently doing content and stuff like that, I'm not going to say myself because I'm not consistently making content, are pretty much taking a backseat while everything is going on to focus on life.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Like I mentioned in last week's podcast, like seeing Jose and everybody speed running life is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
But like I talked to him and I was like, when things come back, are you going to play? And he's like 100%. Like I'll be there. Like I might not be at everything, but I'll be there. I'll also be chasing. Like you'll see me. Like don't worry about it. Like it's like these people haven't left. These people haven't stopped like, not like paying attention, but like they haven't stopped thinking about Pokemon. For a lot of these competitive players, you don't like. I don't know how it is for you, Isaiah, specifically, but like I don't need a reason to compete. Like when people are like, "Why are you competing?" It's just natural
It's fun.
for like the strong to eat the weak. Like it's simple as that.
Right.
Like,
No,
that's how I feel.
I mean that's the exact thing for me. That's one reason that I love playing the game so much. I did an interview last week where they were like, "Why do you think you want to play Pokemon, or why do you think you want to keep going?" And it's just I have a drive to be the best that I can, or to be the best at something, and that's there with Pokemon, right? Like I have an opportunity where I can compete at the highest level, and so I I always have the drive to. See, I don't need a reason to compete in Pokemon. I just love playing.
Absolutely not. Yeah, you don't like it's like one of those things that natural born competitors have that kind of sets people apart. Where like you don't need a reason to compete. Like it's not like the fame, it's not the glory. It's like none of that stuff is just. I just enjoy the pure thrill of competition. Like I was explaining to a friend today who is playing one of her first locals for the first time, and she's like, "You get that like nervous feeling before a tournament?" I'm like, "Yes," and she's like,
yeah.
and I'm like, I might be like a sick motherfucker, but like, as much as I hate that feeling also is like
Feels good.
so nice.
It's so
like,
nice.
The only time that feeling ever feels overwhelming to me is Worlds and the win in it.
Yeah.
Those are the only two times where that feeling feels like I'm going to literally throw up everything inside of me.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel most nervous personally before I submit my deck list. That's when I get really nervous. Once I submit my deck list, okay. The other time I feel really nervous is after I've lost. After I've lost the round, I always want to. I'm always like, come on, just put the next round up. I want to get back out there. I want to get winning. Yeah. After I lose, I always want to. I always want to get play again so badly. But other than that, like for me, it's part of my deck list. Once I submit my deck, I'm a little bit more calm. But then
deck list is where we're a little bit opposite because you've tested with me before. You know that like I'm very headstrong. So
yeah,
I will reflect on the errors that I've made after the event. But once I've submitted a deck list, there is no second thought.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm locked. I'm loaded. Like whatever cards I'm playing with, I'm either like I can sit down and rumble and be like, "Oh, I'm fucked," and like that's my fate for the event. Like it's as simple as that.
Yeah,
but
I'm with you on that. I usually pick a deck, and unless someone sends me something spicy, that's just it is. That's what I'm playing. And
I day two with Sellsword just because people said I shouldn't play that deck.
Yeah, fuck it. Now, I love to win with shit that people think is bad.
Shout out to Justin Bakari for playing so many games against me that night, and I did not know how my deck worked.
Then like Harris, you're like, dude, why are you playing the wrong Steven? And then you put in the good Steven.
Yeah, I was playing regular Steven, and then I put Steven as well.
I watched your match.
Huh?
I watched you play versus Finn.
Finn, I love Finn to death, but he really did not play that correctly.
No, yeah, that matchup was so bad for you. I just remember sitting there, and then I was like, why is he letting Rahul win? Like he played in you so badly. It was
the matchup is actually very even if both players know what they're doing, but Zoroark can like run away with the game because you have end, like easier access to ends. So like even when I played against Alex Szymanski the next day, we went to a game 3, but game 3 he prized his Garbodors, and everybody, I'm not kidding, every player I played against assumed you had to set up Garbodor in that matchup. But Garbodor only hurt yourself.
Yeah, it was really bad because you two-shot the selves for anyway, so there was no reason to put Garbo on play. It just made the Zorg
Well, I
need
played
so
a
much
million.
more.
I played a million healing cards. You were not getting through that first one. But if you got through the first one, the second one was much easier to get through.
True.
And if you ever let me establish an Evergreen GX, you pretty much lost the game. Or whatever the attack was. Like solar,
whatever it was. Yeah.
all in.
You're right. It's Evergreen.
Evergreen, yeah. If I ever had an Evergreen up, the game was pretty much over because I've now recycled all of my cards, my max potions, my scramble switches, like my fucking super potions or whatever I played. Like, now you're fucked. It's done so. So day 2, I had a pretty good shot at winning that event too. I'm pretty sure. It's just I had a lot of Rayquazas.
Yeah, Rayquaza is a problem.
Yeah, a little bit huge problem.
Anyway, where's your Zero Vanish, dude?
I should have just simply played Wob instead of Shaman, and I literally win that event. I actually think I win that event.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you mean maybe? I like would have curb stomped people. I don't lose to Ray at that point.
Yeah.
That deck was so bad. There's no way it could have won the event.
Dude, okay, imagine
That decks have won events, though.
Imagine I just walk like I just hit all the actual Arceus.
Okay,
imagine I hit
awful decks do well and win events like all the time, but
most of that top 8 did not have a way to deal with a Wob opener.
True.
No, yeah, I mean I agree. Wob was broken.
Yeah, and we didn't realize that either because I think I don't think you were with us, but I didn't have an answer to it, and I was just like if I just thought of Wob, I literally think I sweep that event because people weren't prepared for Wob. That's why Hitmon Wob made day 2. The deck wasn't good. Wob was good.
That was so bad.
Yeah.
The deck was like a steaming
John
pile of
Ang
shit.
wouldn't stop playing that stupid thing either.
Yeah. I mean, I played against.
Stop playing it.
I mean, it's because the power. It's because the power of Wob was so strong.
Yeah.
And players did not choose to build their deck around the fact that Wob existed.
Yeah. And fighting was pretty good. Like that's.
You had hit and run. It was a hit and run ability more than anything.
Yeah. Which is funny. Yeah.
Hey, what were we talking about? I like totally took us for a fucking joyride.
I don't know what we were talking about, but it was fun.
Getting back to events, I think.
No.
Okay. No, we're talking about
we were talking about events, but we were talking about being nervous at events. And then
being nervous. Yeah, I remember saying like.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. I always say like if you're not nervous in going into an event, like you're not invested. You're not.
You know what? I hate it. I hate so much when people are like, oh, this event doesn't really matter to me for X reason. Or they're like, oh, I'll just do this. It doesn't matter to me. Do that. I hate that so much. I'm like, come on, man.
In their head, dude, they want to win. People want to win. They just don't want to.
I'm someone who said that, but like at the same time, all of you know how much I fucking hate losing.
Exactly.
Like, even if I show up like last minute and like pick a deck, like I hate losing. Yeah, sure, I'll get over it quicker sometimes than others, but like there are times that literally sting so bad. Like to this day, I am salty about not top 8ing San Diego. I'm still salty about not winning Memphis.
Dude.
Like there's a few events that I will never, ever like stop talking about. And like if I like Bakari, to his credit, I love him. He's like the nicest guy on the planet. And every time we talk, he's like, yeah, I think you would have won San Diego. I'm like, no, we would have played in top 8, and whoever wins the mirror wins San Diego.
Dude.
And he's like, no, you would have won, bro. And I'm like, no, what? No, it's a 60 card mirror. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, dude, anything. What?
Like to this day, I went to I think it was Denver regionals, and I played Charizard Lucario.
Okay, this man did not want to win.
Dude, I was convinced I was gonna win. Like, I convinced myself. I was running my locals over with it. I go 0-3. And like, dude, I was so mad at myself. I'm like, what was I thinking? Where was my friends telling me this was bad? I was like, this is just... And like, Facebook reminds me every year that I played that deck. And it's just so mad. I'm like,
even I'll use Sam Chen as an example, someone who always says like I don't care, like right, like I have money, I have like this X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
But like I know how much Sam beats himself up over not doing well, like in DMs with me, or like because I'm probably the person in most recent history that has spent the most time with Sam at events. Yeah. I know how like upset he gets, like how sometimes like we will like even in Australia this year when we all like did not make day 2. I think Isaiah was there with us when we were hanging out the next day. Like he would constantly be like, "We definitely made a mistake. We definitely made a mistake with this." Like we'll just be doing something completely random, like eating ice cream, but that thought does not go away.
No.
That thought of like you did something, you expect better of yourself. It doesn't matter what anyone else expects of you. You have that standard for yourself, and that's what being a competitor is.
Yeah.
Like just being able to play one more game is all we're there for. It doesn't matter. Like just making day 2, that just means 5 more games of Pokemon. Making top 8, that's just 1 more game of Pokemon. The fact that you have to leave the playing field
before
is probably
it's
the most
over.
painful.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most painful feelings.
Yeah. I
Just
agree.
knowing that, like, watching the like rest of the event unfold and you not being there fucking hurts.
Yeah. It's bothersome. And like people, I'm telling you, those people that show up with their starter decks and sit in the back and play out the 9 rounds, there's something in them that says, I wish I was better. I wish I was better.
And sometimes that's what elevates people to become better.
Yeah.
Like, all it takes is that one experience to, like, kickstart your experience into competitive, or just getting down and dirty and, like, learning. Like, I know some of these people in the online era were not, like, no names in real life, and, like, some of them have really, like, clicked on an extra gear. I'm excited to see what happens when we come back to real play.
Me too. I'm excited. I don't know. I can't wait to be in the whole environment. I remember fucking I just remember, I forgot who I was playing against, but it was
Me, because I shoot down your throat, idiot.
No, you got lucky and it's never happening again. Let's be real.
Our entire hand in our decks.
You got lucky because someone told you a tech card and they didn't tell me. You have better friends than I do. My bad. That's the only reason you won. Sorry.
Idiot.
I got kind of my Russell apart for that event, and look what happened. Yeah, didn't give me the tech card. Thanks, Coach. Anyways, I was sitting next to fucking Pedro, and then Alex. You guys know Alex, Two Hats, Alex.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the funny, like, it is awkward, but it's funny. Like, he looked at, like, the opponent for Pedro. It's like, do you know who you're playing? This is Pedro, and like, dude, it's funny as fuck. And then he looks over, he said, oh my god, it's that. Do you know who you're playing? I'm like, a fucking scrub, dude. But like that, like, just that environment is so fucking fun, dude. And like, I know some people get super salty when people do shit like that, but
I think it's funny as fuck.
I think it's funny. I love Alex. I think that shit is funny. And the whole situation. It does get a little awkward when, like, you don't know the person you're playing against, and then someone says something like that. Yeah. And then if you lose, it's even worse. It's like, fuck. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Alex. Hype me up to get slaughtered. But it's still, like, the whole environment, the people, like, dude, I cannot wait to get back. Cannot.
Damn, I, like, legitimately, like, miss the environment, miss, like, the electricity in the air of just being at an event like that. Mindlessly pounding energy drinks, going to friends in between rounds, just the quick chatter, headphones in. Like, I don't care. Like, I want to hear your sob stories, this and that. Like, like, every small thing, like the pacing, the walking, just seeing people. Like, I don't even care. The overpriced convention food, I don't mind. Just bring it back. Like,
bring it all back,
I will pay 14 arms and, like, 3 legs for a hot dog. Like, I was like, just take it.
I will pay the $70 for the event again. All right. I know I was always complaining about how much the events were, and I was always the advocate of this shit's fucking bullshit. You know what, dude? Fine, I'll pay 100. Just let me play. Let's go, please.
I think we talked about this last week as well. I do think that there's a bigger pool of people to pull from when competitive comes back. It just comes down to how we transition. And I think the transition is not dependent on the pool, but the players at the top. And so I put a lot of responsibility on people like myself, Azul, other content creators specifically. You too, everybody.
Sure. Dude, I'm going to run you over. I cannot wait to play you.
Yeah.
I'm going to run you over so much.
If we're playing in 03, it doesn't matter, Zach.
I might 03 the event. I'll still beat you, all right? With Lucario fucking Charizard.
Yeah, but it's going to be a lot of responsibility on the content creators and people like that to determine whether or not how we can kind of get things going and get the event actually rolling when things come back. Because if that doesn't actually happen, then the pool of people that we have and the things that we have available to us, then they can't really, like, these people are just going to stay there. They're going to continue to be collectors. They can't really make something happen with that time. So the people like myself, Boo, like Azul, like these people that are going to make videos, like when things come back, it's like very nice to, like, get a video or something going where you can explain how to get back in events like X, Y, and Z, because that's going to be a huge pivotal point of contention when things actually come back.
I agree. I think a video like that hasn't been made, and I think it's good content for someone, especially with the pool of people. Because even at my locals, like I went to that one local event a couple weeks ago, and I knew there was like 30 people. I knew none, and
There's going to be a, for sure a bigger pool. Like I know I like said that in a very roundabout way, that there's going to be a bigger pool of people, whether it be collectors, whether it be people that are just interested due to like the collecting hype or the shenanigans, and the people who stay. Like there's going to be clearly people who stay from the hype. They're like they are going to stick around. Like they are not going to just disappear.
yeah, like the hype has been going a long time, and it's still like full blown. Like the prices of cards are still crazy. People are still buying cards like insane. Like it's not going anywhere. So I remember we were talking about it in past podcasts, like, oh, if the hype happened when events were, how crazy it would be. I'm like, well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out because the hype ain't gone, and the events will start, and we'll see how crazy it really gets.
Yeah.
Which it's gonna be fun to watch. I hope one of these big YouTubers that keeps putting out shitty content. I don't. You can judge that by whatever you are, but I think it's pretty shitty content that they're putting out. I hope they come play the game and get humbled, and then maybe they start understanding what Pokemon's really about, and not about you fucking not knowing the name of any fucking Pokemon and just ripping packs open and buying 97,000 of them, and like, come get humbled at an event, and then that drive might get into someone that's fucking doing this type of stuff, and they're like, okay, and let me learn to play the game. And it'd be cool to see someone like that's a huge YouTuber actually be competitive. So, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna run him over, but that's just because that's fucking me. Radner's getting too old, so.
True.
God, he's gonna be out of his prime soon. Like his best years are almost behind him at this point.
Yep.
And we benched him, so that kind of good. Kind of good. A lot of people were saying Rahul's past his prime. Last year they were calling him.
Trash.
No one's ever said that about me because I haven't hit my prime yet. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there one day. When I did make top 8, everybody was very confused. did we not play in this event? What happened? How did this kid get here? I was like, oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate all the support. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to get back. Everybody's excited. We're gonna get hopefully some good content made. Help all these new players come in, have fun. I don't know. I want 1,000-man regionals every fucking 2 weeks or some shit. I think it would be fun to watch. Other than that, I don't think there's anything, right? What do we have? Oh, we have the Katy Perry song. She wore a blanket as a dress. That's what I took from it. The song's good. Video's a little weird, but other than that, to be honest, I wanted something like super exciting. I felt like it was like kind of had the Post Malone feel of the song, where it's just like,
I think they're all going to be like that.
Yeah, it wasn't. There was no bop. It wasn't like a. I'm getting hyped to listen to this.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
more like a smooth sailing song. It is what it is. Maybe, but isn't there like an album coming out that has a bunch of artists on it?
Yeah. That's like August, I think.
Okay.
They're like slowly teasing it.
Dude, we got to get some type of bop in that whole.
Well, they didn't release like the list of people yet, so we'll see.
Yeah. So other than that, I think that's, unless you guys got anything. Rahul hit 1.5 million views on one of his TikToks.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was pretty
Pretty sick.
Good job, dude.
It was really stupid, but yeah, I would appreciate any followers, any subscribers, whatever. Like,
Yep.
I'm gonna keep working on TikTok. Obviously, TikTok's gonna stick to like memes and stuff, as I've mentioned before. I do want to like bring over competitive content there, but I don't know what like the best short form content is, because you have 60 seconds, which is like not much.
They're doing 3 minutes now.
Yeah, I haven't. That hasn't unlocked on mine yet, but
Yeah.
I think some accounts have it. Um, but I am like I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but I am working on a like I mentioned earlier in the video. I'm going to be working on a video that goes from the very, very, very basics of how to be a Pokemon player into a introduction to the competitive scene. But nothing like super crazy on the competitive side. It's just going to be like the very basics on like what cards are, what the win conditions of the game are, like as dumbed down as I can make it for someone who has no idea what Pokemon is. Like you've been collecting cards. What can I do with these cards? That is something I'm going to be working on. It's going to be a project. I want to make it look really clean and really good, so it might take some time. Um,
Yeah.
but I have listed out what I want to do with the video at the very least over yesterday. So I know what I want to do with it, how I want it to look, kind of like a script. It is going to be a fuck ton of work, but hopefully I can make it look good and have people have like a reference point. So yeah, obviously like hit me up on YouTube and shit like that. Until then I'm going to be continuing to do competitive content here and there every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Expect the video. I know people like views are down on everyone's videos across the board just because like there's nothing really enjoyable like deck wise and nothing really new. But I think rotation will definitely change that.
Yeah.
Rotation will definitely get people. There are going to be a lot more ideas and stuff. So
Yeah. Once we get into the season 2, I think.
Yeah.
People thrive in competitive season, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Isaiah got nothing, right? You never have
No.
anything, do you?
Nope.
I don't have anything either. Just make sure you guys like, subscribe, send this to your grandma. Like I said, yeah, just do that.
Do it.
Hit up your local library, like always. Now, I think at this point you don't even have to wear masks. Just go to the library. Ask for
As
Zach.
long as they're vaccinated.
Yeah. Just go do what you got to do. We'll be back next week.
Yes, sir.
I'll stream someday. I don't know. I'm in a rut. I'm still in a rut, so I don't know. I'll get over it one day.
I've been streaming Snap, but I played a lot off stream last night because I got kind of hypey. So my bad.
I was watching you. I can't watch it because it's
I got super hypey last night,
sneaky.
and I was just playing off stream for a little bit, and then a little bit became 7 hours. So
woo, that's fun.
it's very fun. It's very fun. I
it?
really like
Fuck
I really like figuring stuff out by myself. But I think I'm gonna be close to getting the end game because I think the whole game itself is like 20 hours, and then you hit like the end game, and then you can go 100%ing it.
Someone, this girl I talked to on fucking, she sent me TikToks on all the reveals of where all the, I'm like, dude, stop. Stop. I haven't even, I played about 20 minutes into the game. I don't need to know where Lugia is at, all right? Chill. But I don't know. I fucking, yeah, shit's just not good right now. I can't do anything for like more than 10 minutes and I get fucking bored of it and then I don't do anything. So I'm sure I'll get over that and we'll make some content. Even like today, I was supposed to get up early, fucking do this podcast, and fucking woke up at 2. I mean, I didn't wake up at 2. I sat in fucking bed till like 2, and then I was like, all right, I guess I should ask the guys if they want to do the podcast. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'll get over it. I know it's bad, but we'll figure it out.
It happens.
We'll always be back with a episode every week, at least on this type of episode.
Yep.
Eventually, we'll get guests again. I think once competitive season starts, it'll be a lot easier because it's a lot. People are more. They want to talk about their decks and stuff, and it's just easier to talk to people about stuff like that. So once that goes, we'll get back into the 2 weeks. But for now, we're gonna scoop it up.